house, right? We have nine bedrooms, everything. Like you said, it's been renovated. We're almost done. And so if anybody out there has a friend, family member that's in that category, right? That's looking for a room, right? They're reasonable and they're well maintained because, of course, I'm the guy that maintains.
Of course. Well, if I ever lose this job, I might hit you up for one of those rooms.
Yeah, or if Betty ever kicks you out.
Things are very precarious right now.
Either or what,
either
right?
or.
I'm in the same boat, man.
Don't
I'm
give her
saving
any
myself a
ideas.
room,
Don't
right?
even say it out loud.
But I wanted to put that out there, right? Because it's important getting in the winter, right? We try to help homeless people. We do our own thing kind of behind the scenes, but every once in a while, I like to bring it out that we donate stuff, clothing, right? Because I'm down in these areas all the time, right? I know a lot of the people that are on the streets and that, so I'll drop off a jacket or a shirt or whatever when I see them, right? And that, so we're not looking for we're not looking to glorify ourselves,
right?
But we like to get it out there that, or if there are people in need, right, come and see us, right? So
you're a good man, boss.
Yeah, no,
very good.
You're a good man,
anyway. But Devin, welcome to the show, right? I'll talk to these guys later. Are you a Hamilton boy? Wonderful, right? Are you solo or you got a band behind you too?
I'm solo at the moment, but I'm working on putting together a band.
All right. Well, I'm going to listen to a couple of minutes here. We're always looking for solo acts and that here, right? So
my pleasure.
We'll see how it goes and go from there. I'm a real prick when it comes to bands, right?
He is a real prick when it comes
to
a lot of things, but
I've had to put my foot down, right?
Yeah.
And,
both feet sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I got bad knees now, man. Put both feet down together, it hurts like hell. Anyway, welcome to the Cat Fiddle, right? Welcome. Enjoy, guys. I love you.
Thanks, boss.
Thank you.
See you, man.
Just to finish your thought, we have, as you said, Steel Rose coming in tonight for the Halloween party. Tomorrow night, November 1st, we have Tim Gibbons and the Swamp Busters.
Whoa, big guns
Little
are coming
Tim.
in. The big guns.
Indeed.
The Poobah.
The Poobah of
the boss.
The Blues in Hamilton. And that begins at 9. The Sunday matinee beginning at 3 is Innisfree.
Innisfree,
Our
all the way
friends.
from the island off of Ireland. Innisfree.
Doing the rock and Celtic stuff.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed, my friend. Indeed.
So without any further ado, let's get this train rolling.
Let's get this Halloween train started. We'll get her fired up out of the station and welcome our guest, Mr. Devin Bristow. Put your hands together.
Thank you.
Devin, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely.
You want to hit us with some tones, man, and then we'll get into her.
Alrighty.
All right. Thank you. Devin Bristow, everybody.
What if I sang a spell to you? What do you think it'll do? Would it bring me closer to you? Could it make you feel as I do? This place is a chair. My soul ain't bare for you. Embrace the chair. Maybe you will feel it too. Well, here I sit before you, as many have come to. They're my guests for you, love in my heart and a song that's true. And This place is no chance, and my soul ain't bare for you. Embrace the no chance, maybe you will feel it too. A siren song led you along. A piper plays a faithful song. A hypnotic incantation. If it would miss it, inspiration. This place is my chance. My soul ain't bare for you. Embrace the chance. Maybe you will feel it too.
Nice work, Devin.
Thank you.
You're not fucking around over there, man. Very dynamic. Very dynamic, brother. You're serious.
Oh yeah,
You're ripping that rib cage open and you're giving it all to us.
that's the aim. That's the goal.
That's the only way to
Yeah,
do it, brother.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. How long you been at it?
I've been playing guitar since I was 14, and I guess officially writing songs since about a couple weeks after I started playing guitar.
14 and
Yeah.
2 weeks old.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Was it because of my personal kind of journey started because I was too stupid and lazy to learn other people's songs, and so I decided to start writing my own. Or were you not to use those same
No.
pejoratives, but did you figure out that you were better off just trying to make your own way as opposed to learning songs, or did you do it both ways?
It was a little bit of both ways. I learned like 2 riffs on the guitar, and I was like, all right, well, that's fun. Didn't even learn the whole song. Just like, I got this riff, I got that riff. I'm a guitarist.
Smoke
now.
on the Water
Yeah.
was one, and what was the other one?
Seven Nation Army.
Seven Nation Army, yeah. Exactly.
And then I figured out how to play an A minor chord on my own, and then I've been writing songs in A minor since.
You found your key.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, somebody. Well, Robin Lee. I don't know. You know who Robin?
Yep,
well,
yep.
obviously you know Robin Lee. He said you got to find your key, man.
Yep.
And then you stick in your key, and then you tailor everything else around that key for sure.
And now it's work to try and push out of that key once in a while.
To get outside the box.
Yeah.
The box of key. And were you from Ottawa originally? Were you still in Ottawa at the time, or you were down here in the Hammer by then?
Yeah, I was living. I moved to Hamilton when I was 20. I was living out in the countryside outside of Ottawa in the Clarence Rockland area at the time, out east of Ottawa.
Right. Kind of a rural lifestyle there.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why guitar kind of picked up quick because,
Nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. Spring break and winter break, you're just sitting at home and playing with your instrument. So
Yeah. Woo, hello. I did a lot of that too with the Sears catalog back in the room, but we keep circling back to that ladies undergarments section of the Sears catalog in 1979. But anyway, yeah, play with your instrument exactly. So it's a good chance to just woodshed, man. Just shed and shed and shed. And that's how you do it for sure.
And then the few times you have friends that come over, or you go over there, they usually have a guitar or something sitting around too. So it's like, that's what we're going to do.
Did you, was your family musical? Did you have any like crazy uncles playing guitar, or your folks, or was there music played in the house? How did you get bombarded with that? Or did you?
My grandmother was a choir singer, and my dad had played guitar most of his life, but he wasn't like actively playing it a lot when I was young. But there were guitars sitting around.
Yeah, leaning against. There's always one leaning against the wall somewhere, right?
So that played a big role because I tried to start a band with friends at the time before I picked up guitar, and I was just going to be the singer. And then they had they're the ones that taught me the riff while we were just jamming out and having fun. And I went home and I had a guitar to be like, all right, now I know what to do with this thing.
Yeah, you're all fired. I'm going solo.
Yeah.
Right on, man. And was your dad, after that, when you picked up the guitar, did your dad pass down some helpful hacks to get around, or you're just kind of doing your own journey?
He had some tips here and there. He was a lot more into much older country and western and stuff like that at the time. But what I found inspirational was when I was starting to write stuff and or certain artists that were inspiring me, and I was trying to learn their songs, and I found that he connected with it, and it was like, well beyond his era of music, but
Right.
but he connected with it, and I was like, I was trying to find universal connection of music, where he comes from completely other end of what I was coming at it from.
But it's kind of a through line, the music. It may change and morph, but there's still that if you're reaching that emotional core, there's humanity within the music. People can identify with it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And how I know even for myself, the guitar playing was one thing, but having the stones to actually start singing, and even singing to myself and then singing in front of people, how did that come for you? Was that an easy go, or was that a little bit scarier?
Nerves on stage has always been a little bit of thing, but I started off, I was a lot more extroverted when I was pretty young too. So, and I was kind of the drama kid in high school. So getting up on stage and grabbing people's attention wasn't outside of my usual comfort range,
Right.
but being vulnerable on stage was starting to be like a different thing with music.
Well, yeah, if you're bringing your own songs, especially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were in plays when you were in high school, junior high school, that
plays,
kind of thing?
improv team, things like that.
Oh, yeah. So that'll crack you open and get rid of the fear, or at least put the fear in the back pocket while you're up on stage, right?
It teaches you to channel that, what you don't know, if it's fear, the butterflies in the stomach and everything before you get up on stage, and you can channel that into excitement and the energy you bring onto the stage instead of the paralyzing
something that's going to shut you down. Yeah. I call it being on the wire, man. You can't once you get up on that wire, you can't duplicate that. You can't practice it. There's only you can either enjoy those butterflies while you're up there, or think, be afraid of falling off. But it's better to enjoy the tickles than the thumping, if you're going to get it right when you hit the floor.
I knew I was going to be doing this for the rest of my life after the first time I had a band put together, and we did like a high school battle of the bands. It was just the worst set ever. Not just technical difficulties, but like everything else that could go wrong, and people were misinterpreting our songs, and it was just a really rough go of a 3-song set kind of thing.
Right.
And like the band that we had put together kind of just quit and fell apart after that gig because it clearly went wrong. But
it destroyed everybody's soul except for yours.
Well, I just kept getting
you're
up
like,
there.
I have to do this now. That's the difference, I find. We talk to people that just will, just plow through. Even, I've emptied every room in this town, and I still, I have to do it.
It's a compulsion.
I'm a glutton for punishment. It doesn't matter. I'm coming back. But yeah, for sure, man. You want to?
Certainly.
You want to hit us with another one of your originals there, Devin? Devin Bristow, everybody, put your hands together.
I ain't no delay, ain't no Guthrie. I'm no Armstrong, no, I'm no Led Belly, no Robert Johnson. I'm no Bradley, oh, I'm gonna find a sound to call home. Yeah, I'm gonna blaze a trail of my own. I ain't no Molly, ain't no Forte. I'm no Bachman, no, I'm no John Lennon, no Neil Young. I'm no Strummer, Joe, I'm gonna find a sound to call home. Yeah, I'm gonna blaze a trail on my own. Well, I'm out on my own, but I'm not alone. Out on my own, but I'm not alone. I ain't no Cobain, ain't no Cornell. I'm no Tom Morello. I'm no Bradley Knowles, no Everlast. I'm no Dave Grohl. Gonna find a sound to call home. Yeah, I'm gonna blaze a trail for my own. Well, I'm out of my own, but I'm not alone. Out of my own, but I'm not alone. Out of my own, but I'm not alone. Out of my own, but I'm not alone.
Blazing a trail. Absolutely. Nice work, Devin.
Thanks.
Speaking of blazing the trail, so you you got your drama in, and you got your first kind of foundational music, bricks, cinder blocks laid up in the Ottawa Valley there. And then what made you blaze the trail? Did you come down to the Hammer with your folks, or did you come down by yourself? Or
Me and my
was it-
dad moved down here
you
together.
and your dad
yeah.
moved down here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
He-
just what made you pick the?
Well, he's
the
originally
steel
from
town.
Hagersville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so we came down because I had a lot of his side of the family down here, and I was looking to go into music in post-secondary. And so I'd worked for a bit after high school, but I got accepted into Mohawk, and Dad's like, well, that's down
Wow.
in my old area. So
Yeah, you did the music program at Mohawk.
I didn't have the finances to finish it, but that's what brought me down here, and I started, and I learned as much as I could for the little bit that
You
I
took
could
a good
afford.
chunk out of it
Yeah,
anyway
yeah.
before they realized, hey man, this guy's not paying.
Yeah.
Get him out.
But the friends that I made there have lasted the rest of my life, and was my key into getting into the Hamilton music scene. So
So was all the migration down from Ottawa was all about music to get
it was.
to the Hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
And you I guess, did your dad make you aware of, or had you been aware that Hamilton has kind of an outsized, for a city this size, has like an outsized kind of music rep, kind of a music,
I think he brought it up.
scene, community, that kind of thing? Like,
He brought it up, but there wasn't any way to really quantify and really understand it till I got down here. And what amazed me too, that it wasn't just like kind of a genre of music, like I would read a lot of biographies and stuff on scenes of music and people that were influential on me, and it seemed like their area cultivated this genre.
right. It
right.
was like a one kind of specific box. This geographic area does this music. This
Yeah.
geographic area does this music. But anything goes here, man.
Yeah, it was so varied when I got down here, and I was already a fan of I came down from my high school days being a little more of a metalhead, but still liking acoustic stuff, and I turned much more into a fan of punk rock and blues and jazz coming down here.
Sure.
Yeah, that I just kind of thrown into the frying pan and just absorbed it all and dug the scene and the players and the vibe of going out to see that kind of thing,
So you were hitting all the spots right away. You were soaking up the punk, soaking up the blues, and to getting the jazz nights.
Jazz influence started coming right from
Yeah.
the
There used to
Mohawk.
be a lot of jazz here, actually.
I've come to see friends back when we were in school and play ensembles here and stuff like that. Back when the Mohawk students were coming regularly.
For sure,
and,
yeah. And then they kind of migrated over to the Corktown for a while. There was a lot of jazz stuff going on. I don't know if it's still that way or not, but
I think they still have some stuff going on. I'm not sure if it's as big as it was, but yeah, I got over there to see Darcy Hemper play and stuff like that. And,
Darcy, that's right. And
yeah.
did you take when you were in class in Mohawk, what were you taking? Were you taking like a specific? Were you taking an instrument, or were you taking like general music theory? Were you taking?
It was applied guitar. I went in with intention of taking classical because I on an acoustic, that's kind of how my finger picking kind of led towards.
Yeah.
But they just signed me up for jazz, which at the time I was like, well, I thought I was taking classical, but classical didn't have improv class with Darcy and
okay.
and a whole bunch of other things that I was just like, wow, I'm really glad that I ended up taking jazz, and it really upped my game with the amount of, we were expected to practice 6 hours a day as like part of our homework. Then you had like homework and stuff like that,
Holy
right?
shit, man, 6 hours a day.
And then you're
Jesus.
playing in half of your classes too. So,
Yeah. Your fingers must have been like railway bolts after a while.
basically,
Yeah.
it felt like for the semester that I took, what every day I was doing the same amount of practice I would do maybe in a week beforehand.
Totally.
You know,
But must have been great for the chops, though. You must have been like a samurai, man, carrying a samurai sword around in that guitar case.
It definitely established a really good fundamental, but like at the same time too, you know, there's ebbs and flow, and there was times when I was working on vocals, or you know, I've gone through periods where I wasn't out playing as much and stuff like that, and I was still at home writing and playing once in a while, but you know, and you start to lose some of your chops, and you find there's areas you got to work on, and then there's stuff that I didn't get a chance to learn that I've learned through friends. I learn a lot playing with other people and talking to friends from back in the school days and stuff like that.
Right. Well, life gets in the way too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Jobs and families and
Kids.
all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. You can't be, there's certain pockets of your life where you can be all music all the time. And then there's other parts where you got to lean the guitar against the wall and just look at it while you're doing other shit, right?
Never gave it up, but you know, it took more of a rest for a bit, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And when you came down, were you an open micer when you got to Hamilton? Did you drag your guitar around to the open mics at all, or were you
Not
just strictly
right
at school playing?
I was at school playing, and I was out on the street busking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I was going to see friends' bands play. And then within a year or two of being down here, I joined one of my first bands. And then after that band dissolved, I started a band. And so that was more of the thing. The open mics for me, I did a little bit here and there, but I wasn't as focused on being a solo artist.
Right.
But then as my band, Shoulder to Blame, dissolved, I still had a lot of songs in me that I was writing, and I was pretty proud of most of the songs that we had written together, that I started hitting up the open mics and stuff like that.
Yeah, you wanted to keep these songs alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
I craved the stage, you know.
Oh yeah, get that stage time, no doubt about it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, do you want to hit us with another one there,
Certainly.
Kevin? That'd be great.
Yeah,
I noticed your finger style, your right hand, no pick.
No
fingers.
pick, no.
That's a great. They say that's the best way to play. You can do the most stuff with your hand that you.
I occasionally feel a little restricted. I'm not like a big shredder, you know, and sometimes
Right.
my solos get a little more muted than I'd like, but I feel a lot of freedom in expression that way, you know.
Well, especially as a solo player, because as you know, as a solo player, you want to kind of make as much racket as you can, because you're your own wall of sound, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
and
no one
that's,
else backing you up.
That kind of picking definitely lends itself to that ethos behind that kind of playing, for sure. All right, man.
Alrighty.
Devin Bristow, everybody.
Should be the easiest thing to do, to sit here and write a song for you. Every time I try, it comes out wrong. So sorry, it's taken me so long. If you could only see yourself through my eyes could I possibly say or do? Where do I even begin to convey to you how you change the world and all I see? That's why you mean the world to me. If you could only see yourself through my eyes now, and you would realize your guidance in the sky. If you could only hear how funny you could be, your beauty and honesty define written word. If you could only see yourself through my eyes now, then you would realize your guidance in the skies. If you could only hear how funny you could be, yeah. Your beauty and honesty are written word. If you could only see yourself through my eyes now, then you would realize your guidance in the skies.
Yeah, that's some powerful stuff there, man. Good stuff, Devin. I'm interested in your process as far as songwriting goes. Are you are you a well, first of all, are you a three chords and the truth kind of guy, where you're just writing about things that are close to you, that are in your world, that are in your orbit, kind of your life, or do you write like songs where you're kind of just the narrator of a story you're making up? Like what's the main driver behind your material?
I have the three chords and the truth type of songs, and often they can flow out easier, kind of thing, right?
Right.
And then I have other songs where like there's an idea that I want to express, and often I'll be tinkering around on the guitar and I'll hit something that just kind of hits me somewhere here,
Right.
and then I'll expound on that on the guitar and start humming a melody, and all of a sudden I have something that feels perfect in a mood sense for the idea that I wanted to express, and then I toil forever over lyrics with
Right.
that type of song.
But within the like you say, like the harmony and the musicality of it, you've got that tone that resonates with the emotional kernel of the idea that you're trying to basically the humanity of it.
Yep.
And then you got to kind of put words to it, right?
Yeah.
Which is not the easiest thing. But.
No, it's not. Like I like to write and stuff, but I'll write something down for like, oh, that'll work, and then you come back to the next day to try it again. And you're like, this is trash.
Well, I find that for myself, if I can get a verse and get a chorus,
yeah,
then I pretty much got that thing in a headlock. Like I'm gonna squeeze it until it either gives me some more, or it passes out till tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get back at it. But that for me, that's the code breaker. Is if you can get a few lines of a verse and a few lines of a chorus, something that's going to sounds like it's repeatable and clicks.
Yep.
That's my key. Does it always come? You're the same. You got the same thing basically. Like once you get the words flowing,
especially for like the three chords and the truth type of song that just come to me. Like I'll get a first verse and I'll get a chorus, and then I'll
then it's safe to put it down.
Yeah, it's
because it's not going away.
And sometimes a bridge will come to me too. So it's just like then I just
need
you
to
put
work bridges
on
in your songs.
Sometimes.
Okay, see, you're one step ahead of me, man. I haven't got to that point yet. Show off.
Well, I mean, like
it's all that fancy book learning you did at Mohawk.
I'm playing all by myself, so I can't rip a
Gary.
solo. So I got to put it in something different,
Yeah.
But and then usually I find what I'm doing on my guitar feels a little rudimentary, that I need to find something to make the song a little catchier, because I'll be worried like, oh, okay, well, I'm singing something, I'm feeling something, and it's coming out, but like, how can I make this like an earworm or give it a little hook?
So you're
or something
revising
like that.
as you get further up the hill. Then you're revising. Okay, now I'm going to go back and do some more tickling the ivories on the guitar. Okay,
Yeah.
now I'm gonna juice it up. That's a good that's a pretty cool approach. Yeah, for sure. Until you figure out now when you know when it's done. Do you know it's done, or do you still kind of go around and round in your head?
There's some that just when it's done, it's done. There's ones that I've written in the evening, and I was like, that's done. And there's been very little revising aside from just like making sure you rhythm, get the time down properly. And
Well, once
and,
you
like, hit
write
the
them,
notes.
I find once you write them, then you have to learn them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you wrote a song doesn't mean you know it. You got to
Yeah.
learn it,
Yeah.
right? And then once you learn it, then
then
you're-
it's all done.
But I think some of the ones that I feel like it's just kind of you're tuning it in. Really, it's coming through you.
Mhm.
And those ones that you were lucky enough to get just dumped in, and then as fast as you can write it down, it's done.
Yeah.
And those are usually pretty good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes but I find that they're usually pretty good songs. Like
It feels like
You
you're
can
the
be happy
vessel
with
for it.
they're done. Like
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And you're are you always kind of open to the do you always have your antennae on as far as I hear a turn of phrase, or I hear something and it's a catalyst for an idea, or
Yeah, it doesn't always turn into a whole idea, but I'll jot down little notes
you got
a lot,
scraps of paper on
like everywhere, and little note memos in my phone.
Totally, yeah.
And then I have what I've been doing lately for some writing is I have all these little voice memos on my phone of like a melody that I hummed or a little guitar idea that came to me that I didn't run with at the time, didn't have time to sit down and try and turn it into a whole
Totally,
idea.
yeah,
But like
but
there are all these little
you want to
things. that-
document it.
Yeah.
Yeah, these phones are they're ruining society and hurling the earth into the sun, but they are handy for writing down musical ideas as well. So definitely take advantage of that myself too, for
Yeah.
sure. Even if I'll go back sometimes, like you put those little ideas down, and I'll go back like I don't know years on mine, and it's like holy shit, yeah, totally forgot about that song, and then
Yep.
you can kind of bring it back up, and it's been sitting there cooking for a while, and sometimes it's easier to throw it back together and fully finish articulating the idea.
Sometimes I listen back and go, "What? That was me? I did that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh wow! How am I going to do that again?"
I know. What chords are those?
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm not great on the ear thing, so if sometimes I can't figure out what the fuck I'm doing, so never mind. We'll try again later. Yeah, for sure. What about recording? I was looking around to see if you have you.
So I did some recording with my old bands, and then I have. It's been a bit of a mix of like bad timing and or not luck, but I've gone into the studio and or done some like demo recordings multiple times. It just hasn't had a chance to make a full album. I've been tempted to just put together something live because I perform live on a regular basis,
Right.
and I'd be like, I want someone to just show up and record me live, and we'll try and get a good audio quality of that, and I'll put that out as an album.
Right.
I always love live off the floor kind of albums,
For sure.
right?
Well, even when you go in the studio, the records that I've done in the studio are basically live records too, because
great,
we do them live off the floor, 1 or 2 takes usually, and then that's done. Move on.
Yeah.
But even if you must have quite a few songs, like
Yeah.
ballpark.
I got at least an album or two that are done, and then plenty more that I can polish up.
And some people are just kind of doing singles now too. Like
Right.
you can just go do a buddy with a laptop studio, or Gary does engineering as well. And you can just go in and usually get a song done in a day, Gary, where it's ready to master and get put out. Like
Indeed. Yeah, I can do that.
yeah, like and then
Have done that.
I've done that, yeah. And because the idea of the album, I mean, I cling to the idea of the album myself.
I do.
because
Yeah,
That's
I love
what
that. Yeah.
that's what they came in, albums. We made an album, we made a vinyl, and it's an album. But releasing singles is a good way to kind of keep keep your music flowing and keep your output going, as opposed to dumping it all out there and then just throwing it in the ocean of the internet or wherever the music goes nowadays, right?
True. I feel like I fly under the radar for most people because I don't have a massive online presence or music up on Spotify or anything at the moment, right? So like, some people might know me and some people may have heard of me, but like, unless you've come to see me live, most people don't necessarily know my songs. So I feel like this kind of hushed secret.
Yeah.
but I'm
Obscurity
ready to
is the
really
new fame.
Yeah.
Tiny Bill Cody said that. I like it. Well, you're doing the real connecting. You're in the rooms. You're playing with people, man. That's all that Spotify stuff is all just bullshit. Anyway, you get $100 every 10 years, whether you need it or not.
Yeah.
And then it's the room, it's the connections in the room that make the.
Yeah, if I put stuff up on Spotify, it would just be for my daughters to be able to be able to listen to on their phone and show their friends. Like
Daddy's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, right on, man. You want to hit us with another one? Devin?
Certainly.
Great, man.
All right, so this one is one of those 3 chords in the truth.
3 chords in the truth, baby.
This one came to me real quick, and it's one of Leo's favorites.
Leo?
Yeah.
Where is that son of a bitch?
That train, it just keeps chugging along. As it passes, you jumble. If you wait too long, it'll be gone. And I keep on. I can't be silent for too long. I'm gonna keep singing my song. I keep strumming on. That's why I just keep moseying along. I ain't running from or chasing no one. I ain't got a ride in this race that's going on. And I keep on. I can't be stopped for too long. I'm gonna keep singing my song. I keep strumming on. It's strumming on. Don't get caught up in the past. The future is left untold. And if you're chasing trends, you're going nowhere fast. If it doesn't fit, well, like a mold, and screw the mold. 'Cause I keep on. I can't be stopped for too long. I'm gonna keep singing my song. I keep strumming on. It's strumming on. Keep strumming on. We're strumming on.
Words to live by. Keep strumming on, people. Absolutely. Yeah, we've been kind of following each other around for a little bit. Remember, I met you with Leo, and you were playing down at Vertigogo, and then we've had a mutual appreciation society go on, you and I, and I wanted to, other than you're an artist and you're making your way and you're a songwriter and you're living and being a person and all that stuff. But I think that you are. I know you're running an open mic at the Old Prince City at the Wingporium.
Yep.
And that is one of the most important services or endeavors that you can do, I think, in this town, in any musical community, really, is to create an environment where people are going to come in, like we came in when we first started out, bringing our things that we were writing and keeping a secret, and then wanted to, to yell at the world and smash a guitar about, and to cultivate a zone, like a safety zone, which a good open mic is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a place where people feel safe, they feel appreciated, and they feel a sense of kinship and community, and I think, in my opinion, being that I came up through the open mics myself, I was hitting an open mic almost every night of the week when I first started. I think to foster a music community that becomes something like Hamilton has and is, it started, and Dave can talk about this. It starts in the coffee houses, it starts in the songwriter nights, it starts in the open mic nights where people like you create a safe community for people to come in and be kind of the next generation of people who are going to be stomping on the floorboards eventually of this town, like just ripping it and telling the truth. And how did you get into that? Like, what was your idea behind? Had you run open mics before, or is this the first time you've done it?
This is the first time that I was the host and running an open mic. I had been a regular at going around to them since probably about 2015, 2016 is when I started hitting them up a lot more on a regular basis. That's how I met Leo at the Staircase
open mic. Yeah, I started at that one, I think, a generation or two before you guys were there. I was there around 2000. That's when I was started there. Yeah, it was great environment.
And I think what I try to capture from that place is that open vibe in that community that felt like the first few times I went in there was all these hidden gems that I'd never met and never heard of in town that just blew me away.
Totally.
Up on stage. They're only doing a couple of songs, but they're just blowing you away. You're like, how have I never heard of this person? I need to look more into this.
Yeah.
And
or even just to be present for that.
Right. It's
just to feel that in the room where, holy shit, somebody just poured their guts out, man. They just, cracked open the rib cage, and wow.
That first song that I played, Magic, that was kind of written about that place.
Right.
And that kind of vibe, it's grown to be something more.
Who was hosting then?
Oh, I can be very bad with names when I haven't kept up with someone in a couple of years. Leo will remember.
Okay, never mind.
Leo, I feel really
Can
bad
we edit that one out, Gary? Edit that last question out, please, on the fly. Thank you. Fair enough.
I can picture the face, but the name,
But it was a good, inclusive environment.
Absolutely.
You meet lots of, you all of a sudden you're a member of a community, and you got your like-minded people, and you're supporting each other, and
yeah. And on a quieter night when everyone's done their songs that they prepared, then someone's like, "Who wants to jam something?" Or "Hey, can I join you when you go back up to do this or that?" And you go like, "Okay, sure. We've never practiced before, but let's try it." And
you got nothing to lose. We're
yeah.
at the open mic, man.
Yeah,
this is a safe place. Yeah, for sure.
And that's exactly what I've brought to the Wingporium on Thursday nights. And I've had Leo come out and special guest host a night with me, and he said, yeah, he hasn't felt that kind of vibe since the Staircase.
Right.
At an open mic now. I'm sure there are other places, and I've been to some other cool ones myself as well. But like, that's why I see my job there as not, to be a big showy host.
Not to be the star.
Yeah,
to be the facilitator.
I'm the facilitator. I'm building a community, and I'm cultivating good vibes.
Because there have been open mics over the years and songwriter nights where the main idea was for the host to push his stuff, his or her stuff.
Yeah.
and you could always kind of sniff those out, and it would be like there would be selective kind of who would get on when they would get on. But the best open mics are, you're not here to feature the host. Put your name on the list. You get just as much time as you know as somebody that might already have a band in town come in, and we're all equals here. We all get our time. We're all bringing our stuff in to shine our stuff and to be part of the community, and that's the tone that you set. That's what
Absolutely,
you aim
yeah.
for?
Yeah.
And did you go down and did you go to multiple spots, or did you just have an idea to go there and that's where you wanted to?
They had an open mic going there for a bit that my friend Nate Waldez was hosting, and he was looking to step back and was going to work on some other things, and he had, I think, perhaps too many gigs on the go and things like that, and so he had told the management there that he wasn't going to be able to keep it going, but he said, I have a few friends and some regulars that I think would be great to come and host. And so he had asked me if I was interested, and I was nervous, but I jumped on the opportunity. I was like, yeah, sure. Okay. He even the PA equipment and stuff like that, and I've built a bunch on it since, but he had sold me the PA equipment because he had some other stuff at home, and he's like, this is overkill for what I need for the gigs that I'm doing. So it was kind of a package deal, and I kind of just kept that going. We had a couple of regulars that still kept coming out for a bit, and then I kind of built in a new crowd that was coming.
Nice.
So.
And is it growing? Is it?
Is.
Is you're seeing new faces and all different kind of genres and all that kind of good stuff for an open mic? Yeah, keep an open mic healthy.
I've had people bring in hip hop tracks that I'll plug into the PA so they can have that going and they can just use the mic. I've had performers that have composed original music, and once again, like they want it playing off a device or something like that instead of having us backing up. And I'm set there to accommodate just about any creative style that someone wants to come and try out. And I love seeing a new someone come and do something new and try something new. We've had a little bit of comedy.
The comedy at the open mics is amazing. Speaking of comedy, here comes some comedy right now. Yeah, absolutely. The worst singer in Hamilton. Right there. But yeah, we had the same thing. We had Hashi the Mouthpiece was one of the first generation staircase open micers back in the day. Cool. Man, he was doing his thing, and he's probably taking over the world right now. Who knows what's going on with that dude? But yeah, that's the great thing to foster that kind of community, that kind of openness, the open genres, and to see that people are coming and trusting you and and kind of the environment that you're building. And that's, like I said, that's one of the most important pieces that glues a music community and a scene together, is that, because that's where everything starts from the bottom up, right? Mm-hmm. So much respect to you for doing that, because it's a commitment. I know for sure every Thursday you want to drag your shit out there, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it, but you're not only helping yourself, but you're growing you're growing the seeds and the saplings that are going to become the music.
Absolutely, and it's much needed music therapy on a weekly basis.
Oh, totally, for sure, yeah, totally. Everybody kind of gets to do their thing, and so if we're looking for you on the socials, what are your tags? What are your handles? What are your channels?
I'm Devin Bristow on Facebook. Busker_Bristow 88 on Instagram. I don't have a YouTube yet, but I'm planning on, once I have recorded music that I'm ready to release, I'm going to be kind of hitting all the other spots that need to open up for it. So YouTube and things like that.
For sure, man. And are you trying to cultivate gigs outside of the Wingporium? Like, are you looking at, have you been reaching out to do solo gigs around town, or are you?
Yeah, I've done a few solo gigs around town.
You got a band too that you're putting back together, right? Or a duo?
Well, I have, so through the open mic, I met some guys that we put together a cover band. So I've been doing some cover band gigs.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And that helps me get to meet some of the bookers at a bunch of the other venues and stuff like that.
100%.
And then I have another songwriter friend that we are working together with a couple other musicians out of town, and we're working on putting some stuff together and trying to put a band together.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you got some good stuff going, and you got some
Pretty excited about it.
good passion and good 3 chords in the truth, and you're doing it for all the right reasons, for sure, man. Appreciate you coming in. Thanks for
It's my pleasure to be here.
Thanks for coming in, and you want to play us out?
Sure,
Devin?
sure.
Put your hands together, Devin Bristow, everybody. Respect, man. Respect.
Thank you. I recently recorded this song with Nate Waldez in his garage, and he recorded a video of it for me. So I put it up on my Instagram. So if you guys want to check it out, you can hear it again on Instagram. After
All right.
this.
Hear my friends, it's a protest song. Just wanna say what I feel is wrong. If you feel the same, and please feel free to sing along. Feed us lies, lies and lies and lies, lies and lies. Why little girl cries? It's last time to see your father's eyes. There's chaos, apathy and war. Knows with everything they still want more. Now dissent has been criminalized. The truth's been spun to keep us polarized. Feed us lies, lies and lies and lies, lies and lies. Wow, little girl cries. It's the last time to see your father's eyes. Last thing that they want is for us to come together, stand for what's right. No, we're getting clever. Take away more rights, instigate all the fights, and just for singing this, I'm a terrorist. Feel us lies, lies and lies and lies, lies and lies. Wow, little girl cries. It's the last time see your father's eyes. Last thing that they want us to come together, send poets right. No, we're getting never take away no rights, instigate all the fights, and just for singing this, I'm a they prosecute me for this as a media will spin this, saying I'm a terrorist.
This is Shake It Up Radio on Canuck Tunes Online Radio. You have been listening to Devin Bristow. Please stay tuned. We'll be back in about 25 minutes or so with Funny Boat. And this is Canuck Tunes Online Radio. All Canadian, always.